What's going on, guys? Chandler's Legacy Farm here. So today we're going to be sharpening the Glock Feild knife. That's what we're sharpening today. And I'm going to try to get right into this as quick as I can. We're using the Xarlik Gen 2. Everything that I use here today will be in the Amazon affiliate links in the description box down below, along with t-shirt, knives, sharpeners, t-shirt. Everything's going to be in there, guys. I've got the whole array of Glock Feild knife 81s, okay? We got the whole array right here. I got the gray, the green, the brown, and the black. The black one is the only one I haven't sharpened yet. So let's see. I'll just pull one of these out and I'll show you guys the edge. There we go. There is a nice mirror polished edge on a Glock Feild knife. Now, a lot of people says, why in the world would you worry about sharpening one that sharp? Well, because, you know, it's only got a 55 HRC. Well, since it does only have a 55 HRC, it's really easy to sharpen and it's real easy to make pretty. So why not? And it's practice, guys. All this is practice, right? For other things, right? So what we've got here is the Xarlik, and then we're going to go into my my Beavercraft Strops. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go through 7 stones, and I will tell you what stone I'm using every time I switch stones. What I'm using is the 180. That's what I'm starting with. We are set on a 20-degree angle. We have got our bubble level set level, so everything's good. And move these stones here back out of the way just a little bit. Give myself some room here. This might be a long video. I'm just saying. And I have started using, if you've watched my other sharpening video when I use this thing, I have kind of started making this thing different. I'm using it in a different way. I used to just go like that. Now I'm just grinding back and forth until I feel a burr. All right, that's what I do now. It just saves time, guys. So that's the way I've sharpened all 3 of these. So far, these 3 Glock knives and a lot of other knives. I just go to town with it, man. What I'm doing right now is basically reprofiling, trying to pull a burr. And like I said, this video might take a while because it just might. I'm starting to feel a little bit of a burr already, believe it or not. You always got to have a rag. I do not use my diamond stones wet. So therefore, oh, it fell out. This happens sometimes with this thing too, I've noticed. Sometimes your stone will fall out. But it's not too bad to slide it back in. So anyway, you got to have a rag to wipe the filings off. Like I said, I don't use water. I don't use oil on my diamond stones. I just do it dry and go with it. Now, like I said, a lot of people says, why in the world would you ever worry about making a Glock Feild knife that sharp? Well, you know, because it won't hold the edge. Well, I just like to do it just because it's awesome. You can make this thing really nice, you know. So we're just sliding this thing back and forth. Like I said, I'm going to try to make this video not super long. I can feel a burr. It's taking it a minute, though. This takes a while. Whenever you're reprofiling and you're just starting with what you got, you know, the edge angle on this wasn't quite a 20. It was actually probably a 21. Maybe a 20 and a half, you know. So you have to grind that back side of the edge down just enough to where you start pulling a burr. So I said I've already done this with the other 3 Glock knives. And whenever I made my other video the other day, I was saying that if someone wanted to see me sharpen a knife, sharpen a Glock Feild knife, then I would make a video. Well, there's been a few people that was interested in it, just a handful. But I thought, why not? I got to sharpen this thing anyway because the other 3 are screaming sharp. So I just wells to do it to it. So like I was saying, these Glock Feild knives, they really don't come very damn sharp. If you're lucky, they'll tear and cut paper kind of at the same time. They do not come very sharp. They really don't. But you're only paying $30 for them, $30 to $35, right? So, you know, they're they're cheap enough, and it's 1095 steel, carbon steel with a coating. And I like the coating that they put on this blade, on these blades. It's a pretty cool coating. It's not real. It's kind of smooth and it's mostly smooth is what I'm saying. It doesn't have a lot of grip to it. The blade coating doesn't. We're starting to pull an edge pretty good, except for right in there. Let's see. Let me get this shit tightened up. There we go. We'll just work on it right here for a second. Just in that one area that's not wanting to pull up. We'll give it a little extra, you know? Then we'll go back to it. Then we'll give it a little extra, and then we'll go back to it. All right. Still not really pulling a burr there. Barely starting to feel one there. Really starting to feel a burr out in that belly. But that's all you do, man. You just keep whacking at it. Just keep grinding away at it. And just keep grinding away at it until you feel a relatively uniform burr. You know, that's down most of your knife. I'm hoping that this doesn't take forever. I was saying that this could be a long video because you just never know, guys. You just never know. There's a burr. There's starting to be a burr a little bit closer this way, but we'll see. Oh, fell out again. I'm telling you, this thing kind of has an issue with that. But, like I said, just poke it back in there. Maybe. Might have to take it loose this time. There it goes. There we go. It normally don't fall off while you're using it. It just falls off if you mess with it. So we'll just keep going to town at it. How's that sound? We'll just keep going with it. Get that edge right there a little bit more. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to flip this little lever. There's a lever right here. You guys probably can't see it. I'm going to flip that lever out. Then that allows me to rotate my knife to the other side. Okay. So make sure our bubble's still level. We're still level. Make sure that's tight. All right. Now I can definitely feel a burr. So now we're going to go this way. And we're going to do it about the same amount as what we did on the other side. Because we're trying to reprofile it. It's starting to get shiny now. Like I was saying in my other video that I made on knife sharpening with this sharpener, I've seen other guys do this circle shit. No, whenever I do that, I end up with swirls in the blade, and I don't like swirls, so I just go with it like this, and it does. Then I don't end up with swirls. I've seen lots of people do this number, this little swirly number. No, I don't like that at all. That's just me. Your mileage may be different than my mileage. May vary. You know how it is. But let's see. We're starting to push that burr the opposite way now. Starting to push the burr the opposite way. So we'll just kind of keep going with it here. Now, when you put this knife in here, there's a little Allen wrench that you use to put the knife blade in there to clamp it down. Make it tight. I mean, tighten the shit out of it. Because if not, this vibration of you working all this back and forth can make your knife, want to turn. So make sure you tighten the shit out of it. Just saying. I'm going pretty deep with this. I want a nice wide edge on it, and a nice full 20 degrees edge on it. Oop, tried to slide out again. When you roll that over is when it wants to slide out. There we go. Let me feel what we got. There's a little bit of there's a burr going on, except for right here, right on the end. Oh, you son of a bitch. That is annoying, I'm just saying. All right. We're going to work on just the end here. Just the tip. That's what she said. Oh, damn. Breaking shit. It's all right. Don't matter if you break it. All right. Just the tip. All right. Like I said, we went with I think 180. I don't remember. Let me look. Yeah, this is 180 grit. So this is taking quite a bit off at once here. Still takes time, but it's taking quite a bit off at once. All right. It's sharp. There just ain't really a burr there. Really haven't hit that burr yet is the problem. We'll just keep going at it. It's right there on the end. It's not quite there. Just keep going with it. All right. Now, maybe we're getting closer. All right. Let's see. All right. Now, I'm just going to stay on the same side. Just going to kind of tap some of that crap out of there. Stay on that same side. We will loosen this bolt right here and get some of this off of here. I've kind of made a mess. All right, now we're going to go up to our 320 grit. All right. Now, you don't have to go through all these steps to have a sharp knife. I'm just saying this is just a way that I'm doing it to make it as sharp as I can get it and beautiful. Just saying. So, come on. Kind of messing up every once in a while because I am kind of in a hurry. But we've stepped up to, what did I say, 320 grit from 180. Yes. Once you get your, the profile down with your rougher grits, then all you're doing is honing. Then, you're just honing that edge, making it as fine as possible, So, let's see. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, we're going to roll this over. We'll roll this baby over. We'll loosen that again. Turn the blade around. See if it's got any dirt on it. We'll wipe it off. All right. Here we go. We're just working that burr back and forth and honing the knife and making it nice and pretty and shiny. Come on. See there? Kind of getting in a hurry. All right. Let's wipe that off. See if we push that burr back the other way. Oh, yeah. We've pushed the burr back to the opposite side now. But I'm still going to go with this just a little longer. Ooh, shit. Like I said, getting in a hurry. When I get in a hurry and I don't take a break, then I start to screw up, right? But it is what it is. Trying to make this as fast as I can. But you guys said you wanted an entire video. As far as I know, you wanted an entire video on sharpening the Glock Feild knife the way I do it. So this is it. It's going to take some time. All right, now I went ahead and turned that over and hit that a few licks with this one, with the what is it? The 320. Yeah, 320. Now we're going to move to our 400. I know there's not a whole lot of difference there, so you really could skip this step. But since I have the stones, I do it. I mean, I just do it anyway. All right, that son of a bitch fell out. That is annoying about this sharpener. Okay. What I was wanting to do is wipe the blade off. There we go. Now I'll tighten that down. Hold that in there. Okay. Here we go. Now we're going with the 400 grit. My chickens and dogs are going apeshit today. Just saying. All right. Yep. Definitely push the burr the opposite way. We got lots of filings. All right. Flip this thing over. There is definitely a burr there because it actually got some of that old rag stuck in it. And this is the way we do it. Just want to make sure that edge is gone and give it a few extra strokes just to make it shiny. You go through this entire process, you can work that burr completely off there. Then we're going to get into the stropping, and yeah, it's oh yeah, perfect. So let me think. What did I do here? All right, I think I got to flip it over and do that one more time. Maybe, I don't remember, but we're going to do it anyway. It doesn't hurt it, right? Doesn't hurt it. So there we go. Yeah, I think I hadn't done this side. What's that? Oh, that's my burr. I can see it. I can see my burr. It's getting very thin. I'll tell you that. I can actually see the burr working back and forth. I can move it back and forth with my fingers. All right, guys. We're done with that one. We'll slide that one out. Now, like I said, once you kind of get your edge going, then you can just kind of rip through these a little faster. All right, now we are at 800 grit. That's what we're at. 800. Well, it's starting to get more of a mirror shine to it now. Once you get up around 1,000, you can stop. I'm just saying. You can stop at 1,000 and start stropping it, or 1,200 and start stropping it a little bit on some leather, and you should have an edge. I'm just saying. But I go through the full gamut because that is what I have. So I do not stop at 1,000. I just keep going. Keep going until I'm out of stones, and then I start on leather. So we're gonna flip this over. Still got a little bit of a burr. What we do? Oh shit! That's a good way to redull the damn knife, ain't it? All right. This thing is actually being very cantankerous today. It's normally not this bad. All right, here we go. There we go. So there may be better sharpeners out there, but this thing was only $80, and then I bought some extra stones. And like I said, everything will be in the description box down below for my Amazon affiliate links and all that good stuff. But I think if I just put a little piece of tape right back here for that to butt up against, they wouldn't fall out. I just haven't done it yet. All right. Let's work that burr a little bit more with this 800 on this side. All right. Now, we'll slide that one off. That's the 800. We'll wipe this blade off. Wipe the table off. Got shit everywhere. Now we're going to get into 1500. 1500 grit. That's what we're at now. Oh, tighten everything down here. There we go. All right. Yeah, that burr's almost gone, guys. I could probably strop that right now on some leather, and the burr would come off, and it'd be just fine. But since I have 1500, we're going to go to 1500. And now is where you start seeing, oh, fuck. Telling you, it's not perfect. I'm not perfect either. But now is where you can start seeing the shine, guys. Now you can really start seeing that mirror polish. When you get up to 1500, you can start seeing that polish. That real mirror polish shine. All right. That burr's almost gone too. Put this thing over. We'll do this side. And like I said, I'm just working it. Just working it back and forth. Oh, shit. Come on. I'm trying to hurry, and since I'm trying to hurry, I'm fucking it all up. We're already, what are we at? almost 24 minutes in. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying here. I'm trying. Like I said, though, I could have actually already started stropping this thing and been done. I really could have. I believe. All right. Now, that was the 1500, I believe. That's what I said. Yeah, 1500. Now we're going to go to 2000 grit. All right. 2000 grit. We're going to wipe the blade off. There we go. Now we're going to that 2000 grit. Now she's going to get shinier and shinier and shinier, guys. Just kind of listening to it. I thought I was bumping that, but I don't know if I am or not. No, I don't think so. Just kind of honing it now. All we're doing is honing. Honing the edge. All right, we're going to flip this thing over on that side. I'm not really counting my passes. I'm just kind of going with it. Yeah, that burr is gone, and we have got a pretty sharp edge. Pretty sharp edge. All right, flip that back over. Now let's go ahead and go to the 3000 grit. This will be our 7th stone. This is the final stone, 3000 grit. We will get there. We will get there. Let's make sure we're still level. Yep, still good. It's working it, guys. All right. Flip it over. Work it some more. Like I said, we're on the 3000 grit. We're going to go into strops next. All right. Let's go ahead. See what we got here. All right, I got filings all over me here. All right, we're going to take this thing loose and pull it out of the sharpener now. Like I said, I had it in there pretty damn tight. Yep, very tight. There we go. Now, I know I didn't show you guys how sharp this thing was, but it would barely cut paper. I'll just tell you that. It would barely cut paper. I know I didn't show you what it was before we started here, but I guess I should have done that, but it was dull. I'm just saying. And it was a factory edge, and yeah, it was dull. Just saying. All right, let's see what we got now. Wipe that off on that rag a little bit. Let's see what we got now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad. It still feels a little rough. Just a little rough. Believe it or not. Yep, I feel it right in there. Okay. All right, strops. These are Beavercraft Strops. You got a piece of leather on one side, piece of leather on the other side. Another Beavercraft Strop. Leather, leather. All right. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've got all of these marked, okay? So therefore, I know what I'm doing whenever it comes to using my strops because I have compound on these strops. So the number 1 is your most aggressive compound, and your number 2 is the medium aggressive compound. And then I wrote on it with Sharpie on this one. That's a 3. That is your green compound, which is the smoothest. And then I end with just leather on the number 4 side. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I started doing lately is actually stacking these strops up. So that way it gives me just a little bit more height and a little more height without dragging my knuckles on the, on my table. So we'll just go with it here. All right, that's 10 on one side. We'll do 10 on the other. Then we'll see how that thing cuts paper. All right. Now we'll go flip it over, go to the number 2 side. So we went from white, now we're to red. We'll do 10 pulls on red. Was that 10? I don't know. I get in deep concentration. Sorry, I'm not talking much. All right, we're going to do 10 on this side. All right. Come on now. There we go. Some of that compound was stuck to it. So now we're done with that one. We will go to the number 3, which is your least aggressive, which is the green. All right. And I can't remember right off the top of my head what the different grit is for these 3 compounds. But I will put it in the description box down below. All right. Or I may just annotate it into the video right here. I don't know. Either way, you will be able to find out what these are. And like I said, these compounds you can buy off of Amazon, and I will link those also. All 3 compounds, they come in a 3-pack, all 3 colors. But I ended up buying 2 strops because I wanted to be able to use all 3 compounds and then end on leather. Okay. And I have no idea how many I've went here. We'll just give it a couple, 3 more. That should be pretty close to 10. We'll do 1 more for good measure. All right. 10 on this side. Sorry if this is kind of a boring video, guys. I'm in deep concentration here. I know that was 11, but I didn't like that one. All right. Now we're going to end on leather. All right. Now, before I go to leather, I always check to make sure there ain't no compound stuck on the blade. Like right there was a little bit of compound stuck on the blade. I want to keep my leather side just leather. I don't want to smear any compound into it. So if there's any compound stuck on the blade at this step, is whenever I try to wipe it off. All right. Now, try to wipe that off. Oh, we got something stuck in the... Sometimes stuff gets stuck in your leather and you got to clean that off too. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That looks pretty good. We'll give it a couple more. Give this side a couple more. All right. Now we have got a beautiful edge thanks to the Xarlik and thanks to my strops from Beavercraft. All right, guys, look at that. Look at that beautiful edge. You see how beautiful that is? That is crazy. Look at that. Look at that thing just glisten in the light. All right. Should be sharp now. Should be sharp. Oh, yeah. That strop makes all the difference in the world, guys. It really does. The strops are where it's at, man. I'm just saying. Another piece of paper here. Let's do this again. Oh, yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good stuff right there. That is pretty good stuff. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It'll take hair. It'll take hair. Yep. Sure will. All right. We'll wipe it off with this dirty ass rag. All right, let's see what we got. Let's run our finger up at our fingernail. Don't feel too bad. Let me hit it with the leather again. Like I said, these Glocks are kind of soft, so they're not hard to sharpen. And since they're not hard to sharpen, it just makes it fun, you know. And they will come to a very screaming sharp edge. Just saying, they really will. All right, that's looking really good, guys. Really good. Yeah, it's sharp. It's sharp, guys. That's what we're gonna go with right there. That is it. Nice, beautiful 20-degree edge on a Glock Feild knife. So we'll go ahead and pull them all out here. This is my original Glock Feild knife right here. You can see the edge I put on it. Nice and shiny. Looks just similar, very similar to the last one. And the next one that I purchased was the brown one. I've done the same thing with it. You see a nice edge on it. Now this one here is maybe a 20 and a half. The edge on this one is just a little different. And the edge on this one is about the same as the other one. It might be about a 20 and a half. I don't think I had my Xarlik sharpener set exactly perfect on these. See there, I think that's about a 20 and a half, maybe 21, something to that effect. This one might be close to a 21. This one might be close to a 20 and a half, but this one is a 20, and I know this one's a 20 because I just set it up, and that is a 20. Man, there we go, guys. We have got 4 Glock knives with 4 razor sharp edges right there, guys. Sharpening Glocks. That's what we done today. So if you like this video, like, share, subscribe as usual. We're out of here. I've got to go. I've done held you guys here almost 40 minutes. It's going to take forever for this damn video to download. But so, you know, it's going to take you about 35 minutes to go through the whole process to get you a pristinely sharp knife. For a Glock, anyway. All right, guys, we're out of here. We'll see you. If you like what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe as usual. See ya.